So you guys last time around, you descended into the gnoll hole. You found a really well constructed storage cellar that had clearly been raided and trashed. And navigating through that darkness around 120 feet from the entrance that you dropped down on, that was left propped open in case you needed to beat a hasty retreat. You found that the meticulously bricked cellar wall had been blown in down the back end in the darkness. There was a rough hewn 8 to 10 foot hole with debris that had been clearly blown inward. You didn't need any fancy rolls to see it. It was extremely clear and destructive. Um, you entered through that hole, and Alia advised you that there were some traps somewhere ahead in the general direction you were traveling somewhere, without much more in the way of detail. Um, the hole led to an upward incline, so you walked up that incline. It terminated in some rough hewn steps that led up to another hole in the wall. And despite all of your checks, or no, not despite, all of your checks revealed there were no traps, and you entered up through those stairs into a cavern, following the noises and echoes of the sounds of what you assume to be gnolls based on the limited information you got before you jumped down the hole. Um, and entering that cavern, you found yourself on a plateau with a single timber bridge exit. And just as you all clambered out and got your bearings, a section of wall dropped about 30 feet away from you, and a screaming, flaming gnoll shot out of the wall on a catapult, having lit itself on fire. It was covered in glass vials. Zach was the only one who reacted offensively. He hurled his dagger at the terrifying spectacle, which narrowly missed, sailing between the gnoll's fiery ears. And that gnoll firebomb exploded right in the middle of your party, with no one being spared from its radius. Uh, some of you dodged that firebomb successfully, only taking partial damage. Others did not, with Zach taking the worst of it, literally finishing that encounter with 1 HP. And the gnoll melted into a pile of gnoll goop on the ground in front of you. So you had a bit of a rest. While you were resting, Alia calmly munched on a crispy lollipop that she pulled out of the goop, and that also ended up revealing a couple of vials that you picked up. Um, your party then decided to go right, and you explored the right-hand section of the cave much more carefully after your little incident. You found an abandoned gnoll camp, scratched around a bit, found some odds and ends. Not much of any worth other than a cracked mirror that Fokionis dug up. And after a particularly terrible roll, Alia sniffed her way into a snootful of feces of the wrong kind of gnoll hole, having found their makeshift latrine. Um, as the rest of the group walked off, Jake piled all of the gnoll belongings that he could grasp, including their filthy bed scraps, into the fire pit, and with a gleam in his eye, set his rapier and the pile alight before skipping back to the group with the flaming rapier in hand. Um, your party, when you all got back together again, encountered a pair of gnolls off in the distance that were apparently appeared to be scouting the hallway. They are carefully looking around between the two of them, moving slowly and cautiously. Your two groups saw each other at the same time, and after a brief skirmish and the battle cry of Penelope being born, the gnolls were easily handled before being calmly set on fire by Jake, even the one that had tried to run away. Um, your group managed to find some more items lit by the burning corpses of the gnolls, including a map that Zach picked up that bore a strong resemblance to your World in Between map from the very quick glance he had of it before stowing it in his hat. And there seemed to be some locations marked on that map very clearly. And you also found that your way forward appeared to be quite a swampy, boggy, muddy, liquid-filled surface, and that's where we pick up. So the gnolls' bodies, as Lily slash Jake rightfully reminded me, are still burning. So they now have an icon, says fire, 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 fire. Um, the, the searching has been done. And the last discussion you had was about heading forward into the gloop. So what do you guys want to do?
Just head forward into the gloop.
All right.
What do you guys think?
Well,
It's
we don't know
fine.
what's there, so yes, I agree. But I just want to clarify: have I in fact recovered my javelin of lightning first?
Yeah, yeah.
And 4
Yes,
John.
yeah, we
Poor-
yes, you have recovered Penelope. Egg found his dagger. You're out of combat. You've searched around with some assisted rolls and found everything you could find, with the rest of it slowly being lit on fire by Jake, who is dancing around the flaming corpses. I can only assume from that movement. Skipping around the corpses with Zachary. So, I mean, you can do that for the rest of the night.
What if we held hands and skipped around the burning gnoll corpses?
You
Don't
go for it.
think anything could come of that.
And then Zach moves up to the gloop. Away from Jake, with each eye eerily reflecting the firelight, and that demonic grin still spread ear to ear.
Take what you get.
The flaming rapier still in hand, by the way.
All right. Is everyone else coming?
Yes, I will follow.
So you're remembering, so you're still in pitch darkness, with the light essentially at the moment coming from the flaming rapier that Jake's holding. I'm assuming aloft, but that Jake is holding. That is the only source of light I'm aware of at the moment, because you guys were moving stealthily, aside from Jake, when you were moving cautiously, heading back when you ran into the gnoll scouts.
Only
Is
if you
that
scrubs that
correct?
don't have 60 feet of night vision.
Yeah.
Yes, Ali is the only one who doesn't have night vision. So at the moment, she's relying on currently the flame sword. I think we established that the light spell would have gone off on the dagger by now. I think. If not, I'm happy for it to continue or be relit. That's up to you.
Didn't I cast it again and put it in my jacket?
Oh, you did too. Yes, sorry. Yes, and you had it obscured. That's right. Thank you for the
Yeah.
reminder. Yep, so you got a secondary light source on Zach's dagger as well. So this is your marching order. You're heading straight out into the gloop?
Yeah. I'm trying to move
Can we
stealthily.
investigate the nature of the gloop before we proceed to forge on in it?
I've done that.
I'm not the smart one, but
It's fine.
what's its pH? Does it need acid or alkaline or more chlorine?
7?
Oh, cool. Oh, that's all right then. It's fine. But if anyone sees a purple patch, yeah,
Oh, that was some deep cuts. Oh my god. All right, so you're all heading in. Zach's assuaged Phocianus's concerns, and what you've got there, where you've aligned yourselves, is your marching order.
Hi ho, hi ho.
Yeah.
All right.
Try and tuck in this.
Tell you what, after all this, if we get back up there and that old lady's really just a gnoll and this guy's fucking hell.
As Zach said, what are the chances?
What are the odds that we get sent on missions by 2 evil shopkeepers? Really?
What are the chances?
In a row.
I guess 50%. Either is or it isn't.
I mean, that's on me. I asked the question. Schrodinger's gnoll?
That's how probability works.
Schrodinger's gnoll. I like it. All right, so you seem a little bit tentative on the precipice.
All right,
are you heading into the gloop?
Yeah. I do. Step forward.
As I said, everything's fine. So heading through, as soon as Zachary steps in, you notice straight away, Zach, that it is really thick and viscous and heavy going. And for all of you, as you enter into it, just be aware that you're in difficult terrain. So unless you have something that allows you to move through this, you will suffer half your movement speed penalty as you're moving through that thick, viscous liquid. It's basically going up to almost, like for Zach, it's going up almost to his knee, a little bit lower on Phocianus as he comes in. And Alia, you're going to be wading through it almost up to your chest. It's going to be quite deep on you and heavy going. So for most of you, it'll be 15-foot maximum distance. Phocyonis, you'll have 20, and Alia, I'm going to just round you up because I can't do 12 and a half, so I'm going to just round you up to 15. So Phocyonis, you can move slightly further if you would like to. So Zach, how far you've entered in? How far do you want to move through? Do you want to move the full 15 feet?
This seems
It's
like
such
a
a
trap.
loaded question when you like
I know, right?
define how far we can move prior to asking us how far we want to move.
I am literally asking so I figure out how to move your tokens and how far you're going in with the limited
I
space
know,
in this
mind,
quite
all I'm
tight
doing is
depends. Like
confines.
if I see like a trap or something, I'm gonna like stop straight away. That won't like keep going the rest of the 15 feet. And
Okay.
just,
Then if you want to be moving that cautiously for each of the 15
Yeah.
feet you move, I will get you to do you can choose an investigation or a perception check to look for traps, depending on
right.
how you want to look for them.
Can I just look like passively? Use my passive
You
investigation.
can use your passive. What's your passive?
17.
Yep, you can. So, as you are walking through, I'll give you that you're basically moving through the 15 feet. I'll say with 17, you get to about here, so you're almost at the end of your range. You notice, Zach, that what you missed before, now that you're paying a bit more attention and moving carefully through this liquid, that there seems to be a rather like now that a bit of light has caught it from the rapier, a little bit of like maybe an oily surface to it. It's difficult to tell, but there definitely appears to be something on the surface of the liquid that you're currently wading through and you're 10 feet into.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think this is a bit oily.
So, can we ask our resident like flamethrower to maybe ease up on the pyro then?
No spaghetti?
Okay, well, you go in front.
But as he says spaghetti, the rapier goes out. Spaghetti being the rapier,
Oh, it's all right then. I
Flame word.
misunderstood. I'm sorry.
which now plunges Alia into complete darkness unless Zach has his dagger out.
Aliyah, if you don't like the dark and that it's too heavy, why don't you just jump on my shoulders and I'll carry you?
Oh,
Piggyback style.
piggyback stuff.
Or not. Say nothing if you agree.
You might be muted, Racer.
I was.
Okay. What would Alia like to do? Because I can't.
I
read
will do
lips.
exactly that.
I thought you might.
Alright. And there's no issue. You can occupy the space, and Phocyonis is easily strong enough to carry Alia's limited weight, so no
We
problem at
have
all. And
discussed this
size.
before. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just going to hide Alia for a sec to save moving. So we're just going to consider Phocyonis' token, both of you, for the ease of managing you while you're backpacking.
All right.
So are you staying where you are, Zach? You've called out. You had that communication.
Yeah, now keep moving forward cautiously. Using my dark vision as much as I can to keep an eye out, but try not to like reveal my position with the light or anything.
Yep. So as is anyone else following Zach? Are you guys all waiting to see
I'm
what happens?
cautiously
Like, what are you
following
doing?
young Zachariah, perhaps maybe 3 to 5 feet behind.
All right. So
Tag it out, if you will.
your full 20 feet will take you to there. I mean, I'm rounding because you don't start in the difficult terrain, but it's just easier that way.
Okay.
And for Jake, you'd basically end up there. So is that a fair assessment of your movement? Obviously with Alia on your shoulders. Is that good with everybody?
I-
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. The two of you that have moved the 15 feet, can I just get you to roll a d6 for me and tell me what you roll?
Yeah. Just a straight up D6.
Just a straight d6, no additions, no buffs, benefits. Just give me a d6.
Why does this feel like an order of operations roll?
I don't know. Why does it feel like an order of operations roll?
If
Is
I'm
this
in
like a
the,
knock-knock
with the
joke?
walls caving in and I'm trying to yell 3PO on the comms to get a fucking like droid to stop the walls from closing.
The compactor.
3PO!
So you had a 4. Who was that? I need to change it. So Zach rolled a 4. I don't care where you roll it. You can even roll it with physical dice. Just tell me what you rolled. I got a 4. What do you roll, Fokionis?
3.
3? Yep. That's it. That's all I needed to know. Jake, no roll needed from you. So you're carefully moving through. Zach, you're definitely aware. Like there is that definite sheen, that oily sheen to the surface, but nothing seems to be happening with it at the moment. Your light from your dagger is reflecting off it, but that's it. Would you guys like to continue moving forward?
This
Sure.
isn't a trap. It's a face-off.
Mhm.
Right.
All right. So got 15.
No.
15
No.
feet takes you there. No, you're not doing 15
No.
feet.
To 5 feet.
5 feet.
No.
Yeah,
You're
Good
doing
trap.
5 feet. All right.
And
You do your 5 feet.
slowly.
Your passive perception is not picking anything up. So are you moving 5 feet as well, Fokionis? Are you doing that cautious
feet?
approach?
No,
Yep.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
I'm cautious.
cautious.
I'm moving.
Jake,
into
are
the
you?
space that
Jake's
I
moved
took time.
backwards. Jake,
I
are you
don't know
moving
where I'm
forward?
going. It's dark. I can't see. I don't have dark vision.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
I do apologize. I thought you did.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry.
Oh,
So for the rest of
sorry.
you, Jake also does not. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have been made aware of that. So
I don't know that we have. Have we? ODM? A great and benevolent one?
I don't remember Jake, and Lily, please feel free to correct me, but I don't remember Jake having a conversation with you guys about not having dark vision. Alia definitely has. You're very aware of that.
Jake made a snide
Jake?
comment, but that was it.
What?
Should we go back with Jake?
You'll get there eventually.
We'll work it out.
I mean, you're all close enough that you can hear each other, unless you're doing whispers.
Or should we go back for Jake on the account that they might just get twitchy and fucking set us all on fire?
I don't know.
I may not know this
Maybe.
like, under the table, but above the table, you know.
It's fine. It'll only happen once.
Yes, it will only happen once. You can't burn a burnt thing twice.
As you're having this conversation, like very conversationally, you do pick up on Zachary and Fokionis, like those noises of the gnolls. You could hear echoing down the chamber when you came up, which had been a bit absent. You can kind of hear that kind of knocking in the chest noise and snuffling and growling coming from somewhere ahead in the darkness, where you couldn't hear it just moments ago. You are picking up on that sound with your passive perception is high
Okay.
enough for that.
I don't like this. We should go back to Jake. No, it's a face-off.
It's a face-off. Why is John Travolta gonna, or like, you know?
One of you is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
John Travolta's just around the corner.
You
You're gonna
haven't seen
start pulling
Guardians
faces
3 yet,
off.
have you?
No. So I was
yeah,
going
we
with a
go
very
back.
different reference. You're going back to get Jake?
Yeah. Go
Okay,
back.
so as you're going back through, moving Fokionis. So Fokionis, you can actually get all the way out, but I'm just moving you there for a sec, and technically you'll be up there, Zachary. But can you guys both just roll a d6 for me again, please?
God damn
What
it.
is going on?
While they're doing that, can I cast dark vision on Jake?
Yourself.
You are now close enough to do that, yes. And Fokionis, what was your roll? Zachary's was a 5.
4.
Yep. No worries, thank you. So you're all back together.
Yeah, well, this
Focionis,
is
you can
right.
actually get out, and Zachary.
What the fuck was that?
That's me calling
Oh.
what this is. It's fucking sus. That's what
I
it is.
was like,
And then as Zachary, you're just at the edge of the swamp with your 15 feet.
Okay.
You're where you walked in. So you're all back together again. And Jake, you now have dark vision. So the monochrome, the darkness lights up into this monochrome of greys and blacks and whites. And you can clearly see to the bend of the murk. And the rest of the chamber is lit up, aside from the bits that are lit with the flame, where you can see them in color.
Oh my god, there are people here. Wait, no. I know those people. It's okay.
Ahoy.
Hi.
I can see your faces.
Oh no, don't look at me.
Oh, but you're so pretty.
Okay, look at me.
Gorgeous. Stunning, strong, super sublime jawline. Wish I had a jawline like that.
Alright, can I just step out of the goo? room?
Yep, yeah, you can. Yep.
Right.
No one else is doing anything else.
Okay,
So yeah, you're all back on dry land.
We degooped.
Okay,
Just saying.
guys, this is definitely a trap. So
He's calling it.
looking at the goo, how like it looks all oily. It looks like maybe it could be lit on fire.
You're lighting it on
Quite
fire?
easily.
But whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, like lit on fire.
Yeah, but we're
And-
gonna do that? Because I'm down for that.
Oh yeah. Preferably you want that to happen while we're not in it.
I don't see anyone in it at the moment.
Okay.
Spaghetti! I haven't put it in yet, but I'm just letting you know. You tell me when, and I can just stab it.
Well, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea since I'm pretty sure the gnolls know we're coming.
Oh,
Or we
well,
could like make lots of noise, try and get them over here, and then light it when they come.
Oh, okay. You just tell me when fire.
So the area is now bathed around you guys in this bright glow as Jake has his rapier just ready to go into the liquid, but not quite there. And you can also, I don't honestly know who's more excited about this, Lily or Jake, because I could hear the enthusiasm just seeping through my headphones. So what would you like to do? Under that direct firelight, like you can definitely see that glistening liquid that you picked up. And also a vapor that is just off the surface that is almost reaching the rapier. I'm so tempted to make Jake roll a self-control check at this point.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Jake, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be patient, because if we want to get the people over here first, that'll be more fuel for the fire.
Alright.
It'll burn brighter.
I don't think they're gonna want to step in this stuff either. I yell out, "Hey!" Just yell out into the cave as loud as I can.
And it just goes, hey. That you can hear a much louder, like snuffles and growls and those strange noises that were coming out before. But as we established, none of you can speak Gnoll, so you don't really know anything more than those noises have definitely become louder.
Mm. What do we do? What do we do?
Yeah, you just wait. I yell again.
Okay.
And you hear back loud growl. There's in response?
Yeah, I don't think they're coming. Just light it up. Just go do it.
Light it up, light it up.
Go do it.
I wish I had the Prodigy
Just
song.
double checking. Fire.
Fire. Yes, fire.
Fire! Straight down.
And with a surprising amount of self-control, the third time was enough for Jake to be told to light it up, and just the rapier doesn't even make it to the surface of the liquid. It hits the vapor, and just with a whoosh, the whole gully, and with enough heat not to burn you, but you can definitely feel it radiating from the goop that you're just barely 5 to 10 feet away, just lights up in a sheet of flame that disappears from your view, and you've just got this wall of fire in front of you that rises and rises and rises, and it reaches its crescendo at about 30 seconds and starts to taper and slowly come down as you uncover your faces from the forearms that got thrown up, aside from Jake, who's almost leaning into the flame with glee, to have it burn out completely, leaving like a sooty residue on the surface of the mud where that oily sheen was before. And a slight bit of steam coming off the liquid as opposed to the vapor that you saw just before lighting it.
So, yeah, I don't know. Is anyone else getting a solid, like, I love the smell of napalm in the morning vibe?
Alright, now let's all go.
All right, so back into the goop?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
What's the movement in the goop now?
It is, well, what's our marching order? So you can get first person entering will find that out. Is it Zach again? And are you passive perceptioning
Yeah.
again, Zach? Or are you
Yeah,
confident that electric? Yep, passive.
Well, yeah, not for the first bit, no.
No, just confidently walking in. So are you just stepping in? Like just entering the 5 feet?
It's 15 feet. Full 15 feet, yeah.
Okay, so
It's time.
Zach just
What if I'm gonna throw
confidently
a bedroll in
striding
there?
through the 15 feet to the same place as what he headed before. You find it's the exact same consistency, Zach. It's still a muddy quagmire and goop. There might be slightly less liquid, but not by much. Whatever that liquid was that was on top appears to have been a self-sustaining fuel that burnt itself off. Not much has changed from where you were before. I do need you to roll a d6 for me.
God damn it.
What in John is this?
This is too ominous. It's a 5.
Yep, no worries.
What are we saving from?
What are you,
Or
what, sorry?
What are we roll saving from? Or are
You're just rolling because I
quietly
asked you
adding
to.
like damage to us without us realizing?
You're just rolling because I asked you nicely.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. I know
Just a little
you.
faith.
You're
All
not
right,
nice.
who's coming next? Well, Pocahontas has a little crisis of faith. Or Dante does.
Whew. Yeah, I suppose it's me, which means by default that's Elliot again.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can
I'll roll.
basically there and do your d6 for me.
There you go. I'll even...
Jake, you can actually see them disappearing. Zach disappeared around the bend. Fokionis, you can actually see him this time. 4, thank you. No problem.
Oh my god, I can watch them walk away.
You can. You can. Instead of just hearing whoop, whoop, whoop,
Don't look back in anger.
and hearing Fokionis with the girl, there's a little green frog. Jake, are you following them?
I'm going to be smart and spaghetti to no extra fire yet. Because there might be burnable stuff on the other side.
No worries. So you've got the light just fills that chamber ahead of you guys with the sudden snap of light from behind at the
That was
power word
turning it
spaghetti.
off.
Oh, sorry, turning it off. I apologize. Of course, it was already on. Thank you. Sorry about that. Right,
Good.
it blinks out, but you can all still see. Apart from Alia, you're plunged into darkness, but quite comfortably. sitting on the back of Phocyonis and probably found another bit of gnoll to nibble on as you quite calmly enjoy your piggyback ride or your raccoon back ride.
Absolutely.
All right, so Jake, are you staying there
No, I'll
with?
follow.
Okay, so I can only get you. Actually, I can move. Phocyonis can technically go there, so you can do your full 15 feet. And can you roll a d6 for me, please?
Who's rolling?
Thank you, Jake.
Uh,
All right. Thank you. All right, Zachary, you're still currently in the lead. Although Phocyonis, you can take the lead from the position you are currently in if you want to. What would you guys like to do?
Just keep moving
It'll go
forward.
just keep
cautiously
walking. Just keep
still. Yeah,
walking.
just
Yep.
keep walking.
Yep. Passive is still very much.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are you now going to? Are you
Yeah,
being a bit more alert?
definitely.
Okay.
Alert. Yes,
Yep.
because
So we got.
they know we're coming. I assume.
Given that we set fire to their driveway, it's possible they know we're coming.
Right, is everybody moving their full 15/20 feet?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So, Jake, can you all three of you please roll d6s?
No.
God damn it! It's gonna be another catapult thing again, isn't it?
6. So that's
4.
No
hits.
problem at all. So, Zachary, as where you've gotten to, you can now see that there is, with your vision, that straight ahead of you, essentially your direction of travel ends in a dead end. It's that what is represented as a wall of black, but it's the wall that you kind of came against the other side of where Jake lit the first pile of gnoll belongings on fire. But because that's a self-contained cavern, you can't actually see that. You're just aware of it as your bearings. And off to your left slightly, you can see that there is some stone floor of some kind and that the gloop ends. That is about 20 feet gets you out of the gloop.
That's good for me.
All right. Should we? Hold on. Hold on. I use my wand of secrets again.
Oh.
There's got to be a trap somewhere. I know it. I'll just mark a charge off.
Yep. So your Wand of Secrets gives you really strange feedback because it's not, super specific, but it is pinging traps all around in the gloop. But for whatever reason, whatever is obscuring them, and clearly you've walked over spaces that it's pinging up as having traps in them. That something appears to it's picking up that there's traps around in this goo. It's not showing any like directly ahead. What's its range? Sorry, just so I give this accurately.
It's just points to the nearest trap within or secret door within 30 feet of me.
Yeah. So in 30 feet, it's moving all around, including back where you came, including where your companions are standing. But it can't seem to settle on one particular spot. It is indicating that there are traps all around in this goo.
Bloody hell, it's broken. Oh my god.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Yeah.
Can't find the on switch or where it plugs in or anything. How do I charge it? No.
Wireless charging.
Alright. Let's just keep going.
All right. So heading back like up where you were, where's your 15 feet? 15 feet. Tell me if you want your players in a different spot. And feel free to move them, but can you all
Yeah,
roll
that's
d6s for me?
Including me.
No, Ali, it's just the three. So the
Okay.
three who actually are in the goop. Alright, who
Suckers.
rolled the 1?
Yay,
No.
me.
Alright, so Phocyonis, despite
What
carefully
have I
following
failed?
Zach's lead, you feel your foot lands, it's okay. Your other foot lands, it's okay. And then up and out of the goop, something sort of slides underneath your foot that wasn't there before.
Oh, look, this is the
And you feel
fucking
it start
trailer.
to move. Can you make your dexterity saving throw, please? What's that?
3PO! I'm just saying, I called it. Right, can I
The
do that?
walls haven't started to close in yet.
How do I do it in Foundry? Click on me. Yes, and dexterity.
Yeah, if you click on yourself and then you can look down the list and it's got the acrobatics, which is got your dex attached to it. So that's click on acrobatics and it'll do the roll.
saving throw.
Yep.
So you did a dex saving throw, didn't you?
Oh, sorry, I want your dex saving throw. I apologize. I
Yeah.
said the wrong thing there.
What type of dexterity saving throw? Normal.
Yeah, that is the second time with this sort of thing that your party has rolled a natural 20. So feeling that movement,
Move.
lifting one leg then the other, all while juggling Alia, who's what the fuck's going on here? You to the other of you look like Phocyonis does knee lifts with alternating legs, but first one leg and then the other joins him, where his knees compress against his chest, and underneath your feet, where it wasn't there before, after your one, a larger version of the rat traps you saw in the were-rat lair snap shut where your leg was, the teeth glinting just barely visible above the mud, the what appears to be a bear trap having narrowly missed you and clamping shut on your leg.
Did it clamp shut on my leg or no?
No, it missed you. You rolled a natural 20, so
Alright.
you succeeded to the point of completely avoiding it, and you've landed with your feet on either side of it, and it is has snapped shut, alarmingly close to your
I just felt a breath of wind
Christophilus
touch my
family
booties,
jewels.
man. Fuck, it was like, whew.
Jeez. So it wasn't broken.
No, it
What do
wasn't.
you mean it wasn't? Did you know it was there and you didn't say? Fucking
No, I used this broken stick supposed to point to the nearest trap. It's just pointing everywhere, man. Like, what was it supposed to do?
Right, so there's traps everywhere. Oh, excellent. Maybe we should
Oh,
bring
it's
out the bedroll.
We've only found one so far. Gee.
Yeah, but it almost fucking snapped my balls off. I don't need to be gelded here, man. Come on.
We could consider fire again.
What? Yeah.
Burn traps.
But they're under the goop.
Alright, the goop ends just up here. Oh, we're nearly there. Let's keep going.
Oh.
And
Right.
just
I
hope
need
the
to, like, poke holes in the ground with my rubbish spear. Is that a thing I can do from now on?
You can. Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's avoid the medieval vasectomy.
Oh, okay. I'm writing that down. Because that's definitely in the writings for the episode.
Oh god.
All right. So, they're heading towards basically all of you can get out of the goop.
One walk, yeah. Assuming we don't walk into something else.
Yep. So, all of you. Yep. You all. There's Jake. I might actually, so I can do what you asked. If you got enough space to basically be here or here or here.
Let's go here.
That one. Yep.
Yeah. No.
Which
Sorry.
lets
Yeah. That one.
which lets Jake get out. So you've basically all exited, and because you didn't, all of you spent less than 15 feet in the final stretch of murk. So walking out, Phocyonis still shivering a little. You find your way out of the murk and muck. With Alia still on Phocyonis's shoulders. Are you staying there you're still in pitch blackness. So are you staying there now that
Of course
you're
I'm
out
staying
of the?
there.
Yep. Okay. So as you step out, Zachary, you've been so attentive to being worried about traps, especially with having one go off and the one saying that they were all around. You notice as you come out of the murk and up onto the plateau that the noises that you've been hearing of the gnolls, you notice at first had stopped. That they, especially with the clanging shut of the trap. And as you leading the way, head around the corner, and Fokionis just behind you, you see ahead of you, standing there, watching, waiting, armed, in your field of view, at least 2 gnolls, Zachary and Fokionis. You can see one. They have seen you. You can see them. And I need you to roll initiative, please.
Ooh.
The 2 that you can see are the 2 with the funny looking eyes. You're not aware of the other 2 yet. I'm just making them exist for
But they're all funny looking.
true. Now I'm going to set you
Nice.
all doing combat, and as before, I just need you to roll initiative in Foundry once I get all of you in the combat state. And then you and Alia, I'm just putting you behind Fokionis because you're currently existing in his space, but I can't manage your icon
Mhm.
if I do that. All right, so I've
Like
got.
that?
Oh, yep. So can you roll initiative in the little sword presses, and I'll do the same for the
What?
knolls.
Oh no, I did it on the screen. Does that not count? Oh, it does count. Cool. Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
I'm fucking blind right now.
You are.
I mean,
It's
like,
okay.
I'm trying to find an initiative on my like little sheet here, and I'm like fucking,
Oh.
I can't see it, and I'm just like, I'm
I-
fucking blind.
Okay, Alia, I just rolled your initiative for you.
No.
It's in the. Okay.
You do it
Wait.
so bad all the time. Don't touch it.
Okay, hang on. Let me clear your initiative. Okay. So if you look in the little swords that are next to your speech bubble, where you do your normal rolling on the right-hand side,
Okay, yes.
What was that?
you'll see Gesundheit, a D20 to the right of Alia. Holy fuck, Zach.
Speech bubble. Okay, combat encounters. Yep. Okay, yep. Ha!
Boom, boom, boom.
Told you.
Ah, yes, but Hans up first.
Yeah, but I just proved my point
True.
unintentionally.
It definitely did. So did you roll a natural 20 as well, Zach? Did I miss your nat 20?
I rolled a 17.
And you got some pluses to initiative. Holy fuck. All right, so the gnolls that had been silent, there's no surprise around here because you were very aware that they were there. They were very aware that you were, so no one's surprising each other. Despite them going silent towards the end, they'd made enough noise and hollering back and forth that you knew that they were here. So from what you can see, Zachary, you've got 2 targets that are in your line of sight. 2 gnolls that are brandishing weapons, and snarling and making awful loud noises in your direction at you and Fokionis and Alia. Ali, you're just hearing all of this noise in the dark without being able to see a thing.
Okay. Can I sort of step forward and use my object interaction to draw the dagger out?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
mine?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. How far are you stepping forward?
Just 10 feet
Yep.
up was so, or 5 or 10
There.
feet. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
10. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do
that's
that.
fine.
You're fine to draw that dagger. It's not an action. It's part of your, yeah. What is it? Object readiness, object preparedness. That's
Oh,
A-okay. So pulling that out, what's your light spell is a
Light
fair
spell?
range, isn't it?
Yeah,
Let's have
it's
a look.
bright light for 20
20
feet
foot.
and then dim
Yeah.
light for another 20 feet.
Okay, so Alia, it is letting you see atop Phocyonis's back. You can also see one of the gnolls who's up to the top end of the cabin.
Okay.
Okay, and I'd like to cast web.
Yep.
Right, so it's a 20-foot cube.
Mhm.
And they roll a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Yep. So where are you putting that 20-foot cube? Like, is it basically starting just in front of you to catch the two that you can see?
No, so I can't see the other one.
Oh, sorry, you can see you can see all four. Apologies. I forgot that you moved up. Yeah, you can see that there are. So Zachary, for you and for everyone else, just when you get in range to see them, you see the two gnolls that look very much alike at the top and slightly to the left of you, and then to the far left is one that looks similar to the gnoll that was brandishing two swords and tried to run at you and then run away when you met them in the cabin. And then at the back there is this larger gnoll that looks, it's got different weaponry hanging around and in its hands, but what strikes you is that it has this really strange glistening rope around its body. Around its neck, it appears to have tied, using a section of the rope, this huge glowing gem. And on its head, incongruously, is a rumpled wizard's hat. This gnoll has
You're a
decked
wizard,
itself
Harry.
out in some interesting
Oh,
attire. But you, Zachary, and the rest of you will when you see it. You cannot miss that gem, and it definitely meets the description of what Glimmer had mentioned belongs in Gregory's chest to power him.
Jeez. It's looking dapper.
So where are you dropping the web?
Yeah, just I can get all of them, I think. If
You
it's
can
a
if you place
20-foot
it.
cube.
Yep.
If I place it just on the edge so that those two on the closest to me are just on the edge of it.
Yep.
Yep.
Too easy. So yeah, we'll just call it that cube. Essentially, the space of the knolls and everything in between them is now currently filled with that webbing. Yep.
Sorry.
I'll be back in a sec.
Alright.
Yeah,
My vape ran out.
Okay, you're up next. So just letting you know. Yep. So they are just looking what they were. So if they start their turn in, they must make a dex saving throw, and they're restrained unless they break free. So what's the DC for them to break free?
15.
Yep. Just jotting that down so I can track it with them.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And what else would you like to do? You've still got movement. You've still got your bonus action.
No, I think I'll just stay there and keep them lit up for Alia.
Yep. Okay.
Let him up.
And Alia, so you're up next.
Okay, so you trapped them. So they
They're
can't.
restrained. So yeah, that's right. They can't move. You saw this in action in the previous dungeon as well, where the webbing definitely restrained some targets and stopped them from moving around. They could still do things, but they couldn't move.
Oh, I don't have that little bastard with me, do I?
You don't, but you have the ability to summon him. As I'm saying that because Zachary's mentioned it a few times. You can summon him at will.
Really? Even though he's technically already summoned? He's just got left behind?
You can resummon him. Yes.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pull out my longbow and go for none of them because they're not in range.
So I will say to you,
Your
if you make
longbow.
attacks off Phocyonis's back, you're going to be doing them with disadvantage because that's not a position you are
Come on.
practiced in, shooting off his back. But you
Why
have more than enough distance and ability to clamber down, and you can occupy the same space, or you can move to a different position if you'd like to, because you can drop down off his back with, let's say 5 feet of movement. So you've still got 20 feet of movement left.
I am going to go for diagonally backwards to where Zach is. Yes, right there.
Yep.
And
Now you've got a longbow. You can shoot further than this cavern length. You can shoot a shitload of distance. You can hit any of them with your longbow.
what's in the back?
That is the gnoll that you've now seen. That it has the gem around its neck and a wizard hat on its head,
It's a wizard.
and with a whole shitload of weapons.
It's a wizard, Harry.
It's wearing a hat. That's what you can see. That's what you know.
Okay, do we go for the big boy first or the little boys?
Yeah, big boy.
Right, bet. You guys have got to protect me, though.
What's oh wait, there's a Noel's move before it's my move, but that's okay. It'll
All right,
be
I'm gonna go for the big guy at the back.
Yep. Okay. So take your shot with your longbow.
Attack. Oh. The 19.
19
hit.
hits. Yep. 19 hits.
Damage. Normal. I know how to calculate this now, so I'm okay with that.
I love the clusterfuck of dice that come on the screen.
I know. So that is an 8 plus 6. That's not what I'm good at. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a 14 to damage. Fire damage.
Yep. I'm just checking his. No special resistances. So that definitely strikes true. Your 14 points of damage and a flaming arrow hit in and strike cleanly, glancing off the top of the shoulder. It hurt. Like you see the gnoll snarl at you, but it's still seems quite okay. Definitely did some damage. There's some blood coming out and trickling down over its chest, but it's otherwise all right.
Cool. I'm going to do the same thing again. There's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Geez, when you roll.
Damn. I'm so close
So as that
to a
longbow
critical
pulls back,
hit.
that flaming arrow appears again on its string. It does look so spectacular when all those
And
dice
that's
fly out.
5, 6, 7. 7 to hit damage.
And so again, strikes true. You're trying to be a little bit clever with the aim and hit the same spot that you hit before. You sort of succeed, but because there was a chunk of flesh out, it doesn't quite do as much damage as the first arrow as it sails bounces off the target, but still takes another chunk of flesh out of that left shoulder, top of the left shoulder. That gnoll is snarling and hissing in your general direction.
And then with my bonus action, I am going to summon my Drake.
Yep. Drake summoned. Now it has had ample rest, so it's back to full hit points. Yep, there's your Drake. So you've summoned it this turn. You can command it on your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, and so next
And
along,
that's end of turn.
we have the gnoll towards the top of the chamber that has his also has a bow out. So he'd fixated on Zach as he first stepped around the chamber and has webbed up its feet. So that gnoll is going to take a shot with. Yeah, no, can't do it with that. With his. Yep.
need to roll a dex save first?
Oh, I'll go
Start
to the
this
dex save to see if he stays in the webbing. Yes. And that's the saving throw. Yep. Roll. I hate the way it defaults to a hidden roll. All right, it's rolled a 15, which is what it needed to break out of the webbing around it. So it has kicked and torn and snarled its way through, just with blind range and dumb luck, has broken that webbing off. Thank you for that, Zach. I appreciate the reminder about the webbing because I don't have a visual. Oh, I can do a visual. What is it? It's restrained. It's all right. I need to find which one that is. Don't mind me. I've got a little icon markers I can put on them. So he is going to take his shot at Zach, who webbed him up with his longbow. So he knocks that and attacks. Oh, stop doing private rolls. Does an 18 hit?
It will if I cast Silvery Barb, but sorry, I can cast Silvery Barbs, which is a reaction when a creature I can see succeeds an attack roll, where I make them re-roll and use the lower roll as a reaction.
Too easy. So you've used your reaction. Let's public roll again. 19 this time.
All right.
So the flash of silvery light, the gnoll looking really confused, fires a second arrow. And damage.
You should just left it alone.
Well, big damage. Slightly confused at having to fire the same arrow twice. You suffer 2 points of piercing damage, Zach.
2 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And I roll Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, yep, on the webbing, because that's a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Advantage 17, success.
All right. So there's one chunk of the webbing that's been destroyed, but the rest of it still remains intact. Next up, we are on to Phocyonis. You can see one gnoll from your angle that is 15 feet away, and you've seen some shit flying towards, away from you. You've seen Alia fire 2 arrows off into the distance that you can't see where she was firing them, but you definitely heard some as it hit.
Right. Well, I'm going to move. How far? Ruler. Let's go with 10 feet.
You've got 40 feet of movement
Yeah.
as well, total.
I'm going to move 10 feet here because it puts myself in front of Alia. And then I am going to use... Oh, hang on. Let me just check. What is the cooldown on that shit?
Well said.
Just trying to clarify if I can use the Javelin of Lightning again. How often does it
fucking hell.
Until the next dawn? Okay, I can't use it as that. Okay.
Yeah. You definitely use the Javelin as a Javelin, but no lightning.
Yeah. That's okay.
Just run up and whack
it. No, that's okay. I'll change my plans because I've got two actions and I've got plenty of. So I'm gonna yeet the.
I just got like the Braveheart image when you said to just run up and stab it.
He even has a sword like Braveheart.
Zachary is
and he's kind of wearing a kilt, so you can take our chili buns, but you can't take our freedom.
You can take our cheeseburgers, more like it.
All right. Okay.
Just don't try and take his jandals. I know he's not a Kiwi, but I'm just fucking with him. Sorry, mate. What do you want to do?
Just
I'd like to go to the dairy, thanks, and
know that ground is covered in web, so if you move into it, you will have to make it.
Which ground?
So aside from where the top knoll is, that 20-foot square that basically encompasses all of the knolls is
So
webbing
from
across the ground.
there,
But you saw Zachary do that webbing spell. You could see 2 or 3 sections of it, and now you can see the full arc of it, which is a 4x4 square.
right, but
Essentially,
a 4x4 square or a 2x2
hang on,
square.
let
4x4.
4x4.
4
It's
by 4.
20 feet.
Fuck, man.
So
Okay,
essentially,
good.
it's
Fine, don't worry about it. It's good. I got
here,
to yeet javelin at injured guy at the back.
apart from there. So that one, no webbing.
Oh, I
The
like
rest
that.
is
Perfect.
webbing.
Thank you for that visual aid.
So more
Yeah, I'm gonna
accurately,
yeet
it's
javelin
this.
at this guy. Well, I want to draw too. Fucking, where's the drawing tools? Let's go.
You don't have them. I turned it off for you guys. Now, which is this guy?
The injured one at the back that
Okay,
has
yep, the one
lightning
with the gem.
token.
Yep.
Yes. So I will javelin of lightning in the non-lightning version. Thank you. Just in the javelin version.
Throw on the javelin. Yep.
All right.
Wicked.
Let's try and roll
No
it in
Penelope
here.
this time.
Actions, javelin of lightning, roll, standard roll, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, attack roll, standard roll.
Hang on. Let me have a look at your javelin.
Yep.
So you just go attack with the javelin.
So just attack. Yep, cool.
Yep. Attack normal.
Does that hit?
Yeah, mate.
Does 26 hit?
Yeah, it
Oh,
hits.
Jeez.
Holy fuck.
And damage. I can just use the damage button in here, yeah? Damage normal?
Yep, you can do the damage roll normal, yes. 'cause it wasn't a crit.
Oh,
At
5.
least you got +4 on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, with you're mumbling Penelope under your breath as you throw it, but knowing that it's not going to light up, and that javelin flies straight true. And you hit that knoll just above the knee. Like, it'll be telling tales of how it used to be an amazing adventurer before it took a javelin to the knee. But it misses anything important, hits into like a bit of leather, a bit of hide, and quite a tough skin that the knoll has. And
Knoll
kind of
kebab.
deflects off and falls to the ground beside the knoll, but taking 5 points of damage.
What
off it.
about me?
All right, with I will now move forward only the smallest amount to the square in front of me, which I believe to be not infected by.
No, it doesn't have a squiggly line. There's no webbing there.
Okay, cool. And that
It
would
is
put me,
de-webbed.
that would put me within striking distance of Knoll, one down, one left of me.
Yep. So you're within melee range of the 2 sword knoll.
Oh, 2. Lovely. Great.
It's got
Wonderful.
2 short swords.
Excellent. I will swing hard with longsword.
Yep. So your javelin has flown off. You've grabbed your longsword. Your +1.
And 14. Does that hit?
14 is its armor class, so just hits.
Okay, cool.
Just hits. Knoll tries to block with its twin swords, but your sword is stronger. It goes underneath.
8 points of damage.
Yep, and slices barely across the Knoll's stomach, but it's drawn blood and it hisses in pain.
Good.
That
Good.
hurt.
Good. All right. Now, if I were to move from here, that would be a disadvantage, so I shan't do that.
No, you can move without. You can move with no disadvantage, but you will give an attack of opportunity to the Knoll that you just cut.
Yeah. No. I shan't be allowing him that.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to you.
Bloody work for it.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
So, Jake, you're hearing all of this. You're seeing 2 of your teammates do things. The third one has disappeared around the corner, and you can hear clashing of steel. What would you like to do?
Is it possible for me to hide within the terrain?
Where you currently are, yes, but the surface is clear of any kind of. There's none of those barrels of debris. This is just a flat, open area, unfortunately. Aside from where you are at the moment, where you can hide out of view, you don't have anywhere to hide with cover with any of those targets. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. They've cleared out everything.
It's just a clear cavern, like all of the debris and everything is in the areas that you've been to previously. This section after the gloop is just flat cave floor. There's some protrusions around the edges, but nothing. The covering spot essentially where you could get to some alcoves, if I can squiggle your hidey holes, that you've got a bit of an alcove up here that you can get some cover into, and you've got an alcove here that you could get some cover into. But the rest of it is really open without any kind of nooks, crannies, or hidey holes for you. I'm sorry. This section is not as kind as the previous one.
Spaghetti, I guess.
Oh no!
Yeah, so whoosh, the flame lights up to join the light of Zach's dagger. Yep.
And we'll head on over and hit
Devastated
that
it's not
ugly
called
boy.
called hot potato.
So, yeah, you got enough space. You got enough distance to get to. That would basically be 5,
Oh,
10,
plenty.
15.
I've been checking it the entire time.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yep. So you're going to go and do something to this twin-bladed gnoll. Yep.
No, I'm not, because I did a 12.
Do you get anything from having a teammate who's also in melee range of that gnoll?
No.
Okay.
I'm
So,
a
yeah,
rogue. Everything's about sneaking and hiding.
Okay.
No.
I thought you there. Sorry, my misunderstanding. I thought there was like potential bonuses from teammates being in the gnoll
She gets her sneak attack damage, but not anything to hit.
to the hit. Okay, thank you for that. I haven't played a rogue, so I appreciate it. So yeah, that you've come around, but this guy's on alert with his twin swords, and he manages to block the strike this time, where you were trying to just dig in and open up further that gash across his stomach. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
No, I've done both my bonus and my normal action.
So the next one is the gnoll up the back in the wizard hat, who's going to do his dexterity saving throw. He 18 plus 2, so another section of webbing is shaken off, blood streaming down him, angry and kicking, pissed basically at both Zachary and Alia. Oh, hang on.
I've done nothing.
Then come on, lift your game.
He's bugged. Hang on.
Oh,
When I
fuck,
started
that hurt.
taking health off him, hang on, sorry. I just need to get
Wait,
his.
they're duplicated.
No, ignore the one that's at the back. I'm going to hide that, but I need it to do the rolls because the little icon is bugged, and I don't want to have to basically make it. So the stringing his bow, it's a slightly more impressive looking bow than the ones the other gnolls have wielded. Nothing like what Alia has, but this gnoll is using his multi attack, which has 2 different parts to it. So first off, his first shot is going at Zachary, who entangled him in the webbing. So first roll is a 15. Does that hit?
No, my mage armor and the braces will block that.
Yeah, so it glances off harmlessly. Zachary deflecting it with barely a waft of his now dirty white gloved hands. And that second arrow is going to be shot at Alia. So 1 towards each of you.
Not Alia.
Alia is a 23.
That hits.
So damage. Oh, it was 1 point off a crit. So returning fire, arrow to arrow. The gnoll's arrow follows the path back that you've shot into it, and you take 10 points of damage from a standard arrow that strikes you cleanly.
Ow.
That's Alia, not you.
I know, but empathetically here.
All right, so Ali, and the rest of you can see that hurt. That took a chunk out of Alia when it hit. Now at the end of that sequence of attacks with the successful one there, the gnoll also. I like to hear the gnoll and has a okay. So the gnoll that had kicked aside its 30 feet of it. No, it's not that one. Let me check a distance. Sorry, I've just got to check a distance. So the gnoll that is next to you, Phocyonis, that is wielding its melee weapons, it
Rolls
snarls and
attack.
lets out this bellow as that second arrow hits. And you see the gnoll that was previously guarding its stomach from Jake lashes out at you with striking at you with
Just
its short sword.
Roll a dex
Really,
save, though.
Jaggy?
Sorry.
It's webbed. Did it succeed? Did that
Does
one
it-
succeed to save? Or
Does
did
it have to do that when it's
at the start of its turn? Or is
this
it
isn't
a
this isn't
reaction?
its turn. This is
Whoa!
this is reacting to the bellow, whatever has come out of the wizard hat gnoll as it bellowed in this gnoll's direction, because you can't hear what it said. It starts salivating and frothing at the mouth and lashes out at you,
The queue, isn't it? Like,
Phocyonis, with his glaive that he's holding, his sword, when it comes up. Come on.
parry, thrust, parry.
Sorry, short sword. I clicked on the wrong gnoll. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, so you flicked that attack away.
I love
Didn't
it.
do anything.
Aha.
Did. All right. And that is his turn, I believe. Yes. So we're now on to now it's his turn, the guy who's got the bad gash across his stomach, who's going to make his dexterity saving throw. I should say, apologies if any of these go private. I'm trying to make them all public. Third 15. That breaks the webs. So 3 of the 4 gnolls are now out of the webbing. It's not all disappeared, but it is disappearing rapidly around them. And he continues following up with the attack that he did on you there, Phocyonis. And lashes out, and he is going to attempt to bite and short sword attack you. So he's going to make 2 attacks at you,
Savage.
having cut his guts open.
Bunch of savages in this
So
town.
bite first, snarls and snaps at you. I know the 7 doesn't hit, so you just sway out of the way, Matrix style, laughing at his general direction.
Oh.
And he follows that up as you sway back with a swipe of his short sword, aiming for your midsection with a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits. I feel like you just made that up. I didn't say that wrong.
No, it was a public one. It's an 18.
Oh, there it is, delayed.
And so you take 6 points of damage as he opens up a similar cut across your stomach to what you did to him.
Fighting words. All right.
You've got so much health. Fucking hell.
Nowhere near enough. There we go. Oh, automatically applies it. Cool. Is that because you did that?
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm managing your tokens. If you can do it in D&D Beyond, in case I miss any, that'd be great.
Raffin.
And that's his multi-attack, and he didn't knock anyone down. So on to the other gnoll, who is still in the webbing, who makes his dexterity saving throw. Let's see if he breaks out of it.
Near.
He most definitely does not. He is stuck in that webbing and still restrained, so he cannot move. That, just so I get this right, it's restrained is affecting the movement. They can still do their attacks. They just can't move.
Yeah, you can attack with disadvantage.
Yep.
And attacks against them have advantage.
Okay,
but yeah, they can still attack.
So this one is also taking a shot at the the person that has damaged it is retaliating straight back in the first instance. So, Zachary, you are receiving a arrow in your general direction.
Didn't do any damage.
And I need to do it with disadvantage. Apologies. So I need to roll that a second time. I think it's going to matter with a 4 for the first one. A 4 and a 7 and a 16. The 7 definitely doesn't hit, I know. So stuck there in the webbing, distracted with its shot, that arrow just sails past you without even you kind of realizing it was there. It was such a bad attempt. And that gnoll does not have, that's all it can do. So we are back to Zachary.
Come on, Zach, do something.
Yeah, I end my concentration on the web so that Fock and Jake can get in more easily.
Right,
And so that other one isn't restrained anymore.
Yep.
And then so I cast haste on Alia.
Yep.
And
And
then,
what does Ace do for Alia so that she can...
okay, you paying attention?
Yeah.
It's +2 to AC, your speed is doubled, advantage on dex saves, and gets an additional action on each turn that can be only used for one attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh, can I get that in chat? Thanks.
Does that mean I can like shoot an arrow 3 times?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well played.
And
Very complete. Yep, I like it.
And then I will run around the corner like a carrot.
Don't do that. Last time I did that, I got stabbed.
So, like here, is that what you mean? Because
Yeah,
that puts you, where Jake was.
yeah, they can't see me.
Essentially,
Yeah.
I'll make it very clear. Yep. No worries, you're gone. Ba-bam. Bye.
Catch you on the flip side.
Good luck, have fun. Abracadabra, etc. And yep. All right, so Zachary's off. Alia, you've now got all of those features and 3 shots literally in your bow.
Mint. Alright, I'm gonna take out that bad guy at the back again. Attack. Normal. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep, 16 hits.
Alright, first one. 5 damage.
All right, yep. Hits, but he's paying close attention to you at the moment and avoids most of the impact of that arrow.
5.
But he's hurting.
Alright, I'm gonna do it again.
No, you add your ability modifier to the damage and the braces of archery as well.
No, I'm not attuned to the braces of archery yet.
But you still add 3, so it's should be 8 damage. Yeah, I did dexterity still.
Okay, I can do 8.
Okay.
That just makes an extra 3. So you definitely, he's like, there's blood flowing freely.
Oh yeah, I
these
see
repeated
piercing damage
thumps.
+3. Dumbass. Okay. I'm gonna do that again. 24 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fire damage.
Yeah.
You gotta be dead by now.
Not quite, but he's very, very sore, and he looks like he's on his last legs. And he is definitely eyeing off the exit behind him, the hole in the wall behind him that you can just see around the corner. And his attention is drawing your eyes to it.
All right, I'm gonna fire my last shot at him.
Wait. Oh,
14 to hit.
14, that final arrow, in your eagerness to finish him, misses and sails wide.
As a reaction, I do chronal shift. So after a creature I can see within 30 feet makes an attack roll,
Mhm.
I can force them to re-roll, and they must use the second roll.
Oh.
So you can essentially attack again. You're hearing Ali go, shit, at that miss. And time winds back. The arrow reappears in your bow. You're startled a bit by the effect of that spell as Zachary's waving all these hand gestures you haven't seen him use before. And with that startlement, your arrow actually sails past the gnoll and disappears briefly, lighting up the entrance of another hallway behind, and the hole that's behind him. Another rough-hewn hole that has led into this cavern. All right. Your bonus action, do you want to do anything with your Drake?
Yes.
Remember, tell me what you want to do in D&D Beyond, because inside your character, the Drake's token is just there for reference. That's not actually your Drake.
Okay. I'm gonna bite the dude at the back.
All right.
Oh wait,
so,
yeah, that's like within 30 feet or something, isn't it?
your Drake's got 40 feet of movement, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
can
cool.
head. Now, in doing that, to get to him, it's actually going to move past two gnolls and give them the chance to take a swipe at us as it moves through. Do you want to give it that? So its pathway takes it above Phocionis to the wizard hat at the back. Two gnolls can take a swipe at it.
Yeah, go on, it's small enough. Let's see what happens.
All right. So your Drake
Don't
moves
know
up.
unless you don't try.
The first gnoll pokes at it with its spear. Actually, no, it's gonna. Yeah, I've already got the spear loaded. Let's just get that one in. Pardon me while it loads up. Go. Gonna try and bite at the Drake as it goes past. 23 to hit, which I know hits your Drake, but it's not a crit. It's just normal. So it bites your Drake and takes 4 damage out of it. So one wing narrowly misses being bitten, and it takes a chunk out of its bum as it goes past. And the second one is going to attack it with its spear. And it rolls a natural 1 and drops its spear in its attempt to poke at the Drake. Its spear is now at its feet, and it's spearless with its melee weapon. And the Drake is still within range of it, but it doesn't have its spear at the moment. So your Drake is going to. Can you do the attack roll with it in D&D Beyond for me, please?
I can certainly try, sure.
It's in your summoned creature.
Is that the attack +6? The
Sure.
hit.
So what was the?
Oh no, I can't do that. Remember, it won't let me do it.
Okay, so if we go into your standard roll here, we can go and what did you roll to get your hit? Because you're rolling damage there.
Oh, see, I clicked that, but it won't let me click the other one. There's like, it doesn't show up with anything. Why did that work and that one won't?
I need to have a look at it in D&D Beyond. Have any of you guys played that character where you can look at the summoned, like a summoned companion to tell Racer where to click and roll to do the attack?
Oh, there's like, I can see it there. It says attack and there's like thing, but it just brings up like a really thin bar and I can't see anything.
All right. What if I use?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's just go. I'm going to attack using this Drake that's here. I think he's probably going to hit harder than yours, but just in the interest of time, He rolls an 18 with his bite. And does 4 damage to the gnoll, who is now just stunned by the appearance of this it's crawling, sorry, because the drake can't fly just yet. This crawling, slithering, furry little ball of anger and fluff that bites it on the ankle, drawing and taking a huge chunk out of it. That gnoll is nearly dead. And I know that's you done. So the top gnoll that is has been shooting off. It's lost its Zachary target. It can see that it's the rear gnoll, for want of a better term, appears to be in command or control, is currently coming under attack. But it's also conscious of the great amount of damage that has been done by the racoon in the rear. So it is going to start off with shooting at the furry little rodent that is attacking its boss, this leader. So it does a 21 to hit. Appears torn, but it's not super smart. And it does damage of 4 as the ferret pops another chunk of damage, but it
I
doesn't
don't
let
even
up
know
a
what
ferret on
this
the
like
ankle.
ferret's health is.
I've got it down at 25 at the moment, but we really do need to get it right. But I'll do that. I'll do something with you during the week to make sure we've got that sorted. If anyone else has any expertise, feel free to jump in with us.
Oh, no, I don't.
That's you and your bonus action. The gnoll has taken its attack. That's all it has with that one. Yep. No one has gotten down to 0. Fokionis, you are
Hey.
up. Yep.
I will. Okay. Tell me, is furthest? Oh, he's near death. Okay. All right. Well, with my first attack, I'm going to use. Can I use? I don't know. In my inventory, I still have another shittier spear. Can I access that or no?
Your what? Sorry.
I have another spear in my kit. Can I use that?
Yeah,
given that
you can grab your weapon without it being an action. And so
Right.
you've got things ready on hand, ready to go and make
Just
use of.
double
So yeah,
checking.
that's no
Just
problem.
double
Yep.
checking. All right. I'll just go into the inventory here. Where's it gone? Spear there. All right. All right. Okay. So I will attack. I'm attacking the one that's almost dead furthest away. Sorry. Just.
Yep. The one you can just see blood gushing out of it,
Yeah.
bleeding profusely from the ferret wound at its feet.
There's a 16 hit.
That 16 does. It just strikes in or hits it square in the guts. Look, don't even worry about rolling damage. It was on 1 HP.
Yeah.
And that gnoll falls, still looking a little bit bewildered at the the ferret clutching onto its now dead ankle. The wizard hat falls off its head, flopping to the ground. And that gnoll is no more.
Right. Let me see. Which is
The other 3, seeing it fall, let out a howl of rage.
right. Excellent. Frenzy mode. Let's go.
Are you gonna rage now?
Oh, so it's
yeah.
hit point
I'll be
for
rage.
30.
Oh yeah. Let's be raging.
Yeah, we work that out later, mysteries.
Yeah, I've updated that, but we'll have to sort that out. Yes.
All right. Can I enable that on here? I just did it on the wrong side. I forget. I'm trying
You can rage.
trying to
Get your
use
bonus action to rage. You've done your attack.
action, rage.
And do you have a second attack?
Cool.
You what,
Yeah,
sorry?
yeah. I enabled it on D&D Beyond, but it looks like it came across pretty much straight away.
It may have been activated from last time.
Oh,
When
wait.
I only had one
Synchronized.
use before, so I just activated a second of 3, so it looked like it came across with 2 out of 3 in Foundry, which is kind of cool.
I just synced it up again. But anyway,
okay.
carry on. Carry on.
Right, I'll select it, I guess. How do I do that in here? How do I do that in here?
Feel free to do it in D&D Beyond. Just tell me what you're doing.
No, done it. I think. Oh, it's in backwards one. Right. I've just ruined it by doing it twice.
All right, let's head into your action.
Okay, so that gives me a bonus action though, doesn't it? So I have 2 actions left. Is that correct? Am I understanding?
Your bonus action is to rage. You've done an action to throw your spear. I believe you've got one other attack.
Oh, so the bonus action to rage is not another action.
No, it's a bonus action.
Got you. I'm with you. Sorry.
So you've got essentially attack, bonus attack,
Yeah,
like bonus
sorry,
action to rage.
That's all right.
So you threw the spear, then you got angry that it missed. Yep.
I did. I cracked the shit. Oh, fuck God. Oh, fucking hell. So I'm just trying to find my shit again. Where's it all gone? There it is. All right, longsword.
Yep.
There we
I
go.
got it.
We are going to go for the one that is.
You only
closer.
got one in reach of your longsword, so
Yeah,
that's no
that's
worries.
right. Cool, cool,
Yep.
cool. Come on.
Oh, that
15,
nearly fucked you. Definitely hits.
Okay, come on, damage.
Tries to parry again like it did last time, but this time you crash through its guard
Come on, damage. 10.
and take a huge chunk as it manages to deflect your blade downward, but you take a massive chunk out of its thigh. It is hurting. It is nearly dead. You nearly took that leg off with the strike to its thigh.
No.
And we're now on to, because I know that's, unless you want to move, that's you done.
Oh, did I do that right? The damage roll? Because there's a different damage roll inside of rage with a different +2 and bonus. Did I do that right already or no?
I'm not sure, mate.
Uh,
You had rage enabled and you did your attack and it's giving you a +4, +1.
yeah,
it should be 2 more.
yeah,
Sure.
that's what I thought. Because if you look at the box above where it's rage has got 2+ at bonus or whatever. So
Yeah.
If
So
I
it's
just-
still near death. It's even nearer to death, but it isn't quite dead yet.
Well, that's good. I'd rather it be nearer to death.
Yep. All right, Jake.
Sorry, I got kicked from the map.
What? Oh, you
Oh,
did. Oh,
Are
yeah.
you back in?
No, it's no longer loading at all. It's okay. I've got your stream up.
Sorry.
I don't have much of a choice other than to keep attacking the one closest to me.
Good luck.
That's right.
Alright.
I pretty much fucked that shit
How
up.
about it?
Finish it off.
So with your
14.
flaming rapier,
Right, Alf
you
Stewart.
say 14.
14.
Yep, 14 hits. Its swords are barely raising a feeble attempt, and it don't even. I mean, give us the damage, but unless you only do 1 damage, which I don't see happening.
No, it's 21.
You
And it
with
burns.
anger, frustration, you do almost the entirety of its damage, like its health points, and it had 2 hit points left. All of your pent up anger and frustration and rage and glee at being able to set something else on fire, your rapier, almost like a great sword in your hands, how fast it moves, splits this gnoll from basically arsehole to breakfast, gutting it almost in 2, including its head, and it's just barely held together by a spinal column and some skin at the back, and both sides of it are smoldering. That is an ex-gnoll. It is done. What would you like to do next? You filleted it.
Hear me out. Can I hide behind the dead body?
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing.
Look, I don't know that I would say yes to this every time, but seeing as how you just destroyed and ruptured with so much damage to that gnoll, I'll give it to you this time.
If anything, that
But
should make it
I'm not-
less, I'll be honest, because it's been...
No, it impressed me. So, rule of cool, I'm giving it to you, but I'm not going to promise every corpse is cover. But I'm going to let you...
action then to hide behind the smoldering corpse.
You don't just hide behind it. You tauntaun that shit and wiggle yourself into the split between it.
No.
Yeah, you're hidden. You're hidden
I know I
in
don't
the...
want this.
It's too late. It's happening.
Oh, I love it.
Jake's wiggled in and is hiding. There we go. Is that all of it, Lily, for Jake?
I can't see where the other people are. Is there anyone that would immediately attack me if I move closer to anyone else?
If you move out of a 5-foot range of, there's a gnoll kind of
It's
directly
just-
to your left.
Stream's not loaded yet.
So you can move around that 5 foot, but obviously you have to get out of the
I want to
corpse.
move into the 5 foot.
You
I
are
wanna,
within
shimmy.
So where the corpse is that you just split in half, and shimmying inside the corpse, you are within 5 feet of that gnoll now.
Okay, cool. I'm good then.
And hiding in the gnoll corpse this time. All right. So the gnoll that is at the top, seeing all of this just unfold. It's leader go down. It's seen another one go down, and a figure appearing to wriggle out of sight around its corpse. This gnoll that is at the top is just starts to book it away from you guys, and it has. I will give an opportunity attack to the ferret. So just let me see how far it can go. So it is heading towards. It makes it just to the edge. It hasn't gone into the hole. I'll make the hole visible so you guys can see it now. Where you guys are there, he's at the edge of it. He's still in the cabin with you guys, but he is booking it at a rate of speed, reaching the edge and seeing that he can't quite make it away from you all. Turns and takes a shot at, as he got within sight, at Bocchionis.
What? Why are they always trying to crack at me? What do I ever do to them apart from split them in half?
All right, 6.
No. Sorry.
It's panic. It was a rapid shot. It sails harmlessly past you. All right, that's its turn done. We're back to Zachary, the Time Lord. Apparently,
Zachary is still haven't killed him.
oh, you can't really see, but you can ask. You can definitely hear sounds of battle.
No, I run back out this time. And
Where do you want to go? Here, here, here. You got a fair bit of distance. You can essentially make it. What will you be? 5, 10. Yeah, you can make it anywhere out in that open up to the Gnoll Lord, the Gnoll leader.
Oh, really? I don't want to go up right up next to him. Can I get to like here?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be no problem at all. By it 25, that you would still have 5 feet of movement left. So yep, you're fine.
Okay. Can I cast Tash's Mind Whip?
Yep.
On the far one.
Yep.
So it makes an intelligence saving throw?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that.
He's so dumb. But he rolled an 18 minus 2, so 16.
Oh, fuck.
Did he succeed in his fear? What was the DC on it?
15.
I can't believe that the dumb Gnoll.
I
It's a minus 2.
hate you.
Oh, don't hate the
Hold on.
DM, hate the game.
Takes half of this. So 6. 6
No
damage.
worries. It still hurts.
Oh my god.
Alright. It's still the spell doesn't quite take the effect that you intended as you mumble under your breath in frustration. But it definitely hurt it. Definitely get a bit of a whimper and a from the gnoll when it hits.
Oh,
bullshit.
Come on, man.
That would have been perfect of fuck this shit, I'm out.
This shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to do anything else?
No.
Can you do anything else,
good.
Zachary? Alright. Alia. So in front of you, you've got a gnoll. You've seen all of this unfold. There's one standing beside where you saw. You can see Jake in the corpse, but he's hidden from the gnoll's view. And you've seen the one that is running towards the hole in the back wall.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the one that's up the back there, trying to fucking escape for his life.
He certainly is.
Now
Now you only have 2 shots this time, not 3.
Yeah, no.
No, she had 3.
Oh, she's still got the haste, has she?
What happened there?
Yeah, it lasts for a minute.
Oh, that's a 19.
Oh, because you're halfling.
Yeah, I was so
Okay.
confused by where the other dice came from for a
Yep,
second
19
there.
hits. 19 hits. So this is things half turned away. Its back's exposed. You hit it in the flank with that arrow.
So that is an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 fire damage.
Yep. 15. That arrow does a tremendous chunk of damage. The gnoll barely holds itself from collapsing. It's now got a hand against the wall, holding itself upright. And you can just hear the wet breathing from that arrow having punctured. It sounds like it's punctured a lung.
Oh, so it's not fucking dead yet? Alright, let's do it
No,
again
the
then.
blood is pouring out of that wound.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
And that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Yeah, look, I just want to see how badly you destroyed this thing. But that second arrow where it's leaning up against the wall, you somehow have managed, as it's turned its head to see its impending doom, and your arrow strikes it, and you have not this time a rat, but you have pinned the gnoll's head up against the cave wall, and it's holding its entire body upright, just pinned there. It's dead.
Poor bastard.
Sympathy for a gnoll. All right.
And
You've got
that's
your
it.
bonus action. If you would like to get your ferret to do anything, it can attack. Like it's
You
within
got-
range to attack
Got
the.
your third attack too.
Oh, so you got your third attack.
To
Thank you.
haste it.
Glad Zach's here.
Third attack? I thought I didn't have a third attack.
You-
No, I
you
said
do
the
it-
wrong thing. You're still hasted.
Oh,
It lasts
okay.
like a minute. 10 rounds.
Alright, well, I'm gonna fire my
Thank
longbow
you,
at the
Zach.
one that's directly in front of me.
Last
in
gnoll
front of me?
standing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no problem. You can fire past Okionis. He doesn't take up the entire square. Oh.
Oh.
That
Why is it
arrow,
always the last
unfortunately,
one?
just
Have
goes
you noticed
wide.
that?
Fatigue.
Yeah, because it's my one, and all my rolls today have been going like,
Gotcha.
really badly. So
Well, that does sweet fuck all.
Yeah. And you've got your bonus action with your Drake.
Yeah, my Drake's just gonna bite him.
All right. So, have you? Actually, no. We're just gonna do it off here.
I can
And then
only
we'll
think,
figure
I
that
think
out.
I can only do it in
plus 6 to hit and d6 plus 3 damage.
Well, it did a +5 to hit, but a 22, so it hits. What's the damage, Egg?
d6 plus 3.
Let's see what it does with this one. So it did a D8 +3, but it was a 4, so I'll give it the 7. So it takes a chunk out of that gnoll, but the bite to the ankle does not appear to have hit any arteries this time. The gnoll's annoyed. It's shaking its ankle, but it's not as badly hurt as the previous attack. All right, that was your bonus. Do you want to move or are you staying put?
No, I'll stay where I am.
All right, Fokionis, you're on.
All right. First and foremost, I noticed that Jake's hiding and go, Jake, what's going on, bro? Why are you trying to be Tonton?
What?
I didn't want this.
And then I am going to proceed with sword to try and finish this last one off.
So moving up into melee range. Take your swing.
Let's do it. Attack. Oh, I'm at rage. Do I get it better? Yeah. Oh, that didn't work. That's a 1. Does fuck all hit.
Well,
Oh,
having
no.
rolled a 1, you slip at almost fall, and your sword clatters down between the feet of the gnoll, who looks just as surprised as you are, as it was bracing for impact, and you
Well,
channeled you're in a mum fight, you'll need to use an action to retrieve your sword or use another weapon that you have
I will
equipped
use
on
the
you.
great axe that I have. I don't have
Fucking,
to go-
just
I'm a,
we-
I'm a walking.
weapons, walking armory.
There
Like,
you are. I put a bow and a scimitar and a short sword and fucking.
Like,
you know.
fuck
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Sense
All right. Great axe time.
Yeah. All right. Great axe time. Let's go, baby.
Bring the
Fuck
great
me.
axe.
Really? Seriously?
And to the Gnoll's amazement,
Yeah.
as much as your own, you're like, no, I can do better this time around. You try and make the exact same swing. You roll your foot over the exact same piece of rock, and your great axe actually goes over the Gnoll's shoulder and lands on the ground behind it.
See, and then as I like look down, I go, "Fucking hell, Jake! This is your fault, bro. Get out of that ponton's guts and do something."
And with that, Jake, it's your turn. Having watched all of this from your hidey hole,
I just want to get out of the guts.
have at it.
Please, just let me out of the guts.
Yep.
That's all. That's my entire turn. Just let me get out of the guts.
Oh. You know, the hiding spot. I'll give you that Jake is still in hiding, having crawled behind the corpse, out of the tauntaun. All right. We're back to the Gnoll's turn. Just confused at seeing this figure slither out of the body of its companion, but focusing in on the big target in front of it that has dropped its weapons in a myriad of attacks. It actually kind of looks like it's about to do something and then turns and attempts to run. So I'm going to go where it's attempting to run because it will give it is attempting to go into the hole. It can make it to that entryway. So I've moved it to where it's looking to go. But Fokionis, you and Jake, you get both get an attack of opportunity, as does the ferret as it tries to run away. And Jake, I believe you got the higher deck, so you get to take that attack first. You're now out of the corpse. You've slithered out.
Please
You're
can I
not
let Fuck
taunting.
go first. I don't want to
Okay.
go far. I've got meat to pick off of me. And
So, looking between each other, Jake just kind of indicates very rapidly to you, Fokionis. Do you have anything left to attack it with? Are you trying to punch it? What are you going to do?
Let me see. Let me just check.
Remember, if you do the
I've got a short bow and a scimitar.
which would you like to use?
Okay,
Remember,
let's do
it's
that
within
short
5 feet of you,
Oh,
but I'm
within
pretty
5
sure your
feet?
short bow, like
Oh,
within 5 feet.
Way.
No, I've moved it where it's looking to go, but it's
Ah,
basically
still
it's
here,
here
though.
with it's there for the like right in front of you guys for the
I got you.
purposes of the attack.
I got you. Well, in that case, scimitar or short sword? Let's go with the scimitar. Fuck it, we'll try that first.
Weapons everywhere around
Oh,
Fokionis.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, no more ones. Fuck me.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking hell.
right.
Yeah. So we definitely know that hits, and
Yep.
roll
One-
the critical strike damage.
Do I get to roll? Well, what do I roll? That advantage?
No, there should be
Yeah, is it
critical hit.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, within your scimitar, you'll see that you can roll it, and it'll give you the crit. So you're done,
15, and then am I still raging? Because that's another 2, is it not?
mate. The 15 kills it.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah, the 15 just basically wipes off both of the hamstrings of that gnoll as it was trying to run away. It does.
Sorry.
You could see where it was intending to go, but it definitely doesn't make it. So, despite the efforts of several of the gnolls to book it, and one almost making it out the hole that's very similar to the one that you entered through, but we'll get to that if any of you go and have a closer look at it. They now are all dead. You are out of combat, so you're out of initiative order. And what would you like to do? You got these corpses, some stuck to the wall, some on the ground. The wizard hat has fallen off the big gnoll at the back. But at the moment, the corpses are all, apart from one that's in half and smouldering, relatively okay. None have been set on fire properly yet.
Loot them. I guess.
So Zach,
And
you're going to
see
go and
what
work
they
your
got.
way around and see what you can find.
Yeah. Just go for treasure.
So you find that the gnolls themselves, their equipment is pretty shit. Like if you salvage it, you're essentially doing an alia and salvaging what will become your trash pile. So if you want that alia, you can salvage about 70 pounds of just miscellaneous broken weapons and armor and like half rusted chainmail and in your the light that you had, you couldn't quite see it clearly, but looking at it up close and you're in battle, you can see that it's shit quality that cannot be repaired or used for anything other than scrap. What you do get, Zach, off the corpses, your group gets quite a fair bit of gold. You managed to get together 600 gold and 50 silver. You get the gem from around the main gnoll's neck. You get a hat, the wizard hat, and you also get like a rope that is shimmering with a strange color to it. It looks a bit unusual. It doesn't look like just the hemp rope that you were using for tying up, or that I've used to tie up Rathu, or that you've used for various other things through your adventures. It looks similar, same, but different. So essentially, what you find is in that loot pile, but the 3 items are not identified as yet. Well, the gem is for Gregory's heart, so please don't worry about all the other effects that are on it. It was just me indicating an item to drop in there. And as Jake noticed earlier, this is a pretty bare cavern, so that there's no kind of piles of gnoll shit around here. It's seems to have been set up for them to, especially with them all having bows at the ready almost, they were ready to launch into an offensive and hold this position. And there's the big hole up the back where the final corpse is, the furthest corpse is.
So everything's looted.
Everything is looted, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go back through the hole then.
Going back to the one you guys came in through? Or
Oh,
are
I'm
you
going
talking
through
the
that
big...
one. The big one at the end here.
All right. So Alia, having picked clean everything that she could find and picking up some scrap along the way, heading over to that hole, Alia, the first thing you notice about it is that it is very neatly constructed. This is not covered in debris. There's no kind of rough edges where the wall has been blown out. It is neatly set up. It is reinforced, and you step through into what is now, you're in pitch darkness the instant you step through that hole, because you've lost the light of your companions as you you got dim light. I'll give you dim light from where you are, and you can't really see much around you, but you've stepped into that well constructed hole, and that's about all you can see at the moment. The rest of you, Alia has just trotted off, and you can still see her. Those of you with dark vision, Jake, you've lost sight of her. Stepping through there, she's kind of
Jake
beyond,
lost sight.
because Jake doesn't have dark sight, and
Yes, he does.
No, Jake said he doesn't.
Yeah, but
I do.
Ali used it.
Oh, the spell.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
my apologies.
Yeah.
Jake, thank you. I'm glad you guys are here. You can see Alia as well. My apologies. So you guys can all see Alia. She's kind of just stepped through, and she's sort of just not moving. But she's entered into that hole.
What's in
Suspended
there, Alia?
animation.
What do you
Can
see,
I-
Alia?
Your mum.
Yeah. Jeez, too soon. I go after her.
That's a dumb decision.
All right. Well, you can step in. Zachary, you can see a bit more with your dark vision. So that the tunnel, that well constructed, and you can see that the tunnel has been shorn up with like what you're used to seeing from kind of cartoons and old-fashioned things you've learned about with kind of gold mines that were dug by hand. So there's timber that has been used to shore up the tunnel and reinforce it, and it's quite neat. And it disappears beyond the range of your dark vision. But it does look like there's, it's not a purely straight line. There does appear to be some curve to it, but the distance that you're seeing, you can't see too much more than that. But nothing untoward has happened to you, either of you, from stepping into that hole or into the tunnel. Sorry.
Righto.
Should we, grab the loot and keep going?
I mean, we should definitely grab the loot, regardless.
Or we got the gem, we could go back to what's her face.
We could go back to Granny What's Her Face. What do we want to do? I don't know. I'm not a decision maker. Do we notice anything? Well, I don't know. Are you guys talking to us from the hallway, or are we, low-key yelling across caves and attracting more attention?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. Well, in that case, like, bro, what do you see? What's in there?
it's the cave.
Like I said, your mum.
Cave or tunnel? Well, my mum's dead. Remember, we killed her like 3 episodes ago.
A cave that is also a tunnel.
A cave tunnel. A tunnel?
A cave.
A cave. Right. What? If there was 8 of them, would it be an octave? No. Okay.
I guess it would.
Was there wind? Is there smell? Is there sound? What's going on?
Hey,
What do you think?
can we smell anything?
Give me a perception check. Zachary sniffs the air.
I mean, there's someone else there that's probably better for sniffing things. I'm just saying.
He wants to sniff it. He can sniff it if he wants.
Yeah, but I want the expert's opinion. Not this
6.
sucker.
Your senses, Zach, are just overwhelmed with the coppery smell of blood from the gnoll that is, literally about 6 feet behind you. You can't smell much of anything else.
I smell dead gnoll.
You
I
just look at the
smell
camera
dead
and
people.
I smell dead people, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys smell dead people. I got a chunk up my nose.
Alright, I'll do a perception check.
Yeah.
All right.
Just wanted to try hiding in
Give
a
it a.
corner.
Just shaking your head at Zachary's piss poor attempt and like his inexpert sniffing of the air.
Come on.
I didn't smell anything either, apparently.
Oh, come on.
Chuckling and laughing about his ineptitude, you realize that no, he's not that stupid after all. The smell of the gnoll and the blood that's kind of pooling towards you guys is really just overwhelming your senses. There's not much else to be smelt.
I
over the
really
top
should
of that.
respect your perception, shouldn't I?
Respect. I'm just going to put you guys side by side. You're still in the same spot, occupying the same space, so I can see you both. All right. I'm just going to ask if you guys can make a decision on if you would like to, because we're about to wrap up. So if you wanted tonight, make a decision on which direction you're going to head as a group, you can do that. If you would like
Well,
to
there's
hold off
already
that
2
decision.
of us in the hole.
All right, come on then.
Yeah, let's keep exploring.
Jake, come on, bro. What'd you do? Let's go this way. Start again.
I'm all
Just-
stinky.
I cast
It's okay.
prestidigitation
We're all different.
to
Different.
clean up
Maybe we find a bath.
Are you-
a little bit.
Is that just on yourself, Egg? Or is that on the party?
And Jake.
So you wait
I
for Jake
can-
to arrive. I was
I
just going to
can-
laugh if you did it on the whole rest of the party and then Jake arrives.
Yeah.
You just finished casting it.
Can you
Clean
cast
up on
like
aisle.
a square foot of material?
Clean
and
up on
clean it?
aisle Jake.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I went in body. It's like someone else was controlling me. And
I'm sorry, Lily. I shouldn't have put Jake in the gnoll body. I do apologize for
now
that.
he's
I
all
should have put it there as an
gross.
option. I am sorry for that. I do apologize.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I got too excited by the Tauntaun effect and didn't give
I
you the
don't
chance
even
to
know
actually
what
make a
that
decision.
is, so
Okay. Well, just please accept my apologies and consider yourself very clean. The predigious state, whatever that word is, has thoroughly cleaned all of the gunk and hopefully some of the memory from Jake.
that memory's never leaving.
All right, so as you guys head into that tunnel, you've all entered into it now. You see it stretching off into the darkness. It's curving at the moment. It's heading straight ahead, but there is a bit of a curve to it. Ahead of you at the edge of your vision, but it is very well made. It is very well constructed. You've just stepped into it, and leaving the gnoll bodies behind, but taking the loot with you. That's where we'll leave it for tonight, and we'll pick it up next week and see where you guys go.
Ooh, in the no hole further.
You are deeper in the gnoll hole, yes.
We're going deeper underground.
But you made it through.
Just, but you know, these fucking side quests,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, it's keeping your lives interesting.
We just take longer with side quests than we do with the main story. Seriously.
Mind you did kind of have a bit of a cheat code with the that last dungeon. Like you guys
No, we
power
didn't.
walked your way through.
No,
That was speed running.
yeah, come on. None of that now.
But you made it through the at this stage the Gnoll Gauntlet. They've all been vanquished.
Cool. I feel like we should
Yeah.
have a short rest or some shit at the start of next
Yeah,
time.
probably should.
Well, probably should rest.
Few of you
Reset
did
when-
get a bit badly effed up. Yeah, you did.
Yep.
All right. On that note,
Alright, I'm a
just for
survivor.
you Twitch people, thank you very much for the raids. Thank you very much for the hang. Thank you very much for hung around. From those raids, appreciate yous. Make sure you drop follows to the lots of raids that came through. So Ruffle 1000 and Monsters and Mayhem Monsters and Mayhem raided. Oh God, I'm getting mixed up. It's midnight. I'm going to tap out there. But thank you very much, raiders. Thank you very much for hanging around. The rest of it will be up on YouTube, and we'll see you next week. Peace. Love you all. Happy Monday, everyone.
Bye, bye, bye.
All right, you made it.
Somehow we managed.
They got a few licks in themselves on you guys.
Oh, what's our rolls? Like 1s or 20s? What the fuck is that? 1, 20. What?
I'm assuming, Fokionis, you picked up the weapons that you threw away and dropped.
Yeah, that'll take like 3 turns though for I put all my shit away. Like,
Well, everyone else is looting corpses.
Yeah,
You're like, fucking this and fuck that and fucking hell. Fuck
It
off."
should have been a halfling.
lightning spear,
Halflings
great
most
axe,
broken
sword.
rate.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
that every time I see the one come up, it's like, fuck. Because Foundry picks up on it and just immediately re-rolls. Like, shit. So it went from 1
Yeah,
to
it
19
threw
on
me
one of them.
off.
Like, man, you only went from a fail to a crit. Like, holy shit.
I thought someone else had rolled a die, so I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
No, it
Fuck
keeps
off.
throwing me. It keeps throwing me too. And Lily, I seriously am really sorry. I needed to have paused and let you, giving you the option of hiding in the corpse or not. So I do apologize that my Star Wars geekiness got the better of me there.
Please tell me you
I
had this.
will ensure that doesn't happen again.
It's fine.
did
What's
you
done
have-
is done.
But did you have the video page open at all then? Or excellent. I look
No,
forward
so I'm
to
going to see that one tomorrow. Got it.
look forward to the message tomorrow.
And that the Tauntaun is a geeky reference to a very famous scene in the original Star Wars trilogy.
There's a much better clip that I
Lily?
posted in the
I know what a
private.
tauntaun is, but I don't get the reference. I only pay
caught
attention to
inside
the
the
cute
gnoll.
animals that my partner shows me.
I see. Well,
I know
do
that
you
you
want to
ride
do
them.
Well,
you want to
but
know the reference, or would you rather discover
except
it
for
in
when
the
you get
movies
caught in
at
a
some
blizzard, in
point?
which case you slice it in half and jump inside it.
Huh.
Jeez.
I guess
Well,
Jonas isn't going to
wear
give
it
you the
like
opportunity.
know.
It's his turn.
You wear it like a tauntaun. You know,
It's so cute.
like it rubs the lotion on its skin. You know.
Why wouldn't you just be better prepared?
That's a great question, Lily.
Yeah. Just
It is a really good question as to why the Jedi in the Blizzard wasn't a bit better prepared, but
Because you know,
You have to ask the
blindly
right
walking
one.
into a fucking ice cavern would end wonderfully, I'm sure.
let's get like heated underwear. Yeah.
Yeah. We have these little spaceships that we can fucking fly around in the snow, but no, we'll take a tauntaun.
Wouldn't it be better to keep it alive so it maintained its body heat rather than?
No, it was already dead, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think Han sliced it.
It was
Oh,
struggling.
okay, it was hard. That makes perfect sense then.
Han shot first again.
I thought it was Luke that climbed in the Tauntaun.
Yeah,
They
It
cut
was
it with the
Han
lightsaber.
too.
Find
With-
Luke. Han
With
went out
Luke's
to find Luke.
lightsaber. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
So
It's
Han
been a
used
while.
Luke's lightsaber, then shoved Luke inside.
That's right.
But he left the hand
Thank
out.
you.
Hence frostbite. Jane Chan. No, just kidding.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Come on.
Oh, sorry, Lou. This is going to make even less sense now. But anyway, hopefully there's some context clues
And on
there.
that note,
Look, Lily, just watch the clip I put in the D&D private. It'll be fine.
I did. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, wow, really? What? You're not familiar with Robot Chicken? Oh, come on.
oh, that clip I put in
Robot
there of
Chicken.
fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. The only
Oh my god, there's a cat in the background.
There is a cat in the background.
when he's like, "Oh, it's a talking raccoon. I'll kill you." I'm gonna use that every time now.
If you haven't seen that special, it is well worth the watch. It is very good.
Oh, from what I've seen, it was funny.
It's even better at full length. It's hilarious. I think we watched it Christmas Eve last year because it came out around Christmas. So I think we watched it a couple of times on the lead up to Christmas. It's very good.
And volume 3.
We all know
is
who
worth
Fock
it
is in that.
watching as well.
I'm looking forward to it. Probably won't catch
Well,
it till it hits streaming
I
services.
haven't watched it, but I'm assuming I'm green.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. What color? He's like a reddy purple, isn't he? I can't
You meant
remember his
Drax.
fucking name. Yeah, that's
Drax.
it.
Yeah, Bocchionis is the Drax.
Yeah, I thought Drax was green. Is he not? He's purple.
Oh, you're asking the wrong person, but I thought
Right.
he was like a purpley color. He's definitely not Hulk
I am
colored. He's not.
asking the wrong
He's not
person.
Hulk green.
And then Egg is Star Lord,
Yeah.
trying to be reasonable.
And
No, Rick was Star Lord. That's the way I saw it. The antenna chick was Lily.
So
Alright.
you're Rocket, and that makes that Groot.
Yep.
I am
Who
Zach.
did you have? Did you have Egg as?
I don't know.
Groot, but he's not in it. I don't think. I didn't watch the entirety of it.
Watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. I don't know. Have you seen that Christmas special, Lily?
Yeah, of course.
Figured you would have. I actually reckon Lily as Jake is more like Kevin Bacon. He's
Yes.
thrust into the middle of all of this.
Well, no, I meant like Lily's other character. That
Ivy,
died.
yep, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. It is very much the what? Huh? Fuck? What? It was kind of like the reverse Bacon, where she's she started off like when his mind control ended, and has kind of
Yeah.
at least at this stage, Jake is coming around to somewhat more like the stoned Bacon under Mantis's influence.
Alright. Catch you guys next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
I'm
good.
gonna go to bed.
Thanks everyone. Well done, and good luck in the null hole.
Yeah.
Good night.
Well,
Bye.
Bye.